D-Lo 404 Boxing. Shout out to Marlo's Corner, Trey X, and the whole block fam. Shout out to LDBC. Okay, so Luis Ortiz, Luis King Kong Ortiz, once again falls at the feet of Deontay Wilder. Luis Ortiz was doing good work up until round 7. He got caught with a shot on the forehead, knocked him smooth out, and now it's back to the drawing board for Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz said when asked in the post-fight press conference what's his plans, he's planning to retire, he's planning to do this, planning to do that. Luis Ortiz said he doesn't plan to go anywhere. He still wants the big fights. He still wants the big opportunities. And, you know, these guys need to step up and fight Luis Ortiz. You know, I don't want to hear all these complaints about him being old, about him being this, about that. If he is so old and so washed, I'm going to need somebody who isn't already knocking out everything in front of them to put Luis Ortiz out the pasture. You know? And if he is such a old and decrepit fighter who has nothing to offer, then somebody needs to go ahead and get him out of the sport of boxing. Because to get knocked out by Deontay Wilder doesn't mean that you're done, because Deontay Wilder knocks everybody out. So if that were the case, Deontay Wilder would have already retired like 39, 40 fighters. So we definitely don't want to use that as an excuse to why Luis Ortiz doesn't deserve a shot, why he needs to get out of the sport, why he doesn't deserve to be able to hang around and make a living. Luis Ortiz has done his thing at a high level since he arrived in the sport. He was avoided by a lot of the perceived top guys in the sport until Deontay Wilder stepped up and gave him an opportunity. And Deontay Wilder gave him that opportunity 3 times. You know, the first time he gave him an opportunity, Luis Ortiz failed for the high blood pressure medication that he didn't disclose. Wilder came right back, gave him another opportunity. Wilder knocked him out, laid down the gauntlet, said anybody who beats Luis Ortiz gets a shot at my title automatically. There were no takers on the high. None of the top guys took that opportunity. After Ortiz knocked out 2 guys and went the distance, winning a unanimous decision in dominant fashion over Christian Hammer, Wilder came back and gave him another shot. Okay, so now it's time for somebody else to step in that step in harm's way and fight Luis Ortiz. It can't just be Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz over and over and over. You can't. That fight's not sellable after what just happened Saturday night. So Luis Ortiz has to look elsewhere for opportunities. Okay, so that's what I want to see. I want to see these other perceived top 15, top 20 guys in the heavyweight division give this man a shot. Let's see what these guys are made of. I've made videos several times before. Anyone who's followed my channel, who's looked at my content, know that I constantly talk about how a lot of the top 10, top 15 guys in the heavyweight division and beyond are not mixing it up with each other. Everyone's trying to play it safe en route to a title shot. They're trying to take the safest route possible to get a title shot, to get in contention for, even to get in contention for these interim titles or these silver titles, or, you know, so forth and so on. But what needs to happen is the top guys, you know what I'm saying, need to be mixing it up with one another. There's no excuse for these guys to continually fight lower level opposition while you look at the top 10, top 15, and none of these guys have losses or wins against the other guys. So if that starts to happen, I'm sure Luis Ortiz will be the first one to raise his hand and say, I'll be your Huckleberry. Come get it. You know, because that's the way it should be. Guys shouldn't be jumping other guys in the rankings when the guy ahead of him isn't losing. He's constantly winning. But the other guy is perceivably beating somebody that is supposed to be a little better, and he's moving up over these guys in the ranking. You should have to beat the guys in front of you, unless they're just inactive or not, you know what I'm saying, or just look horrible. They shouldn't be leapfrogging guys because their promoter goes and pays a little extra money to get their ranking moved up so they can get certain fights. You know, and that's my position on it. But once again, I'm going to reiterate, I want to see Luis Ortiz in the best possible fights out there. I want these guys to stop ducking, stop dodging, stop making excuses, stop calling the man 154 years old, and just get in there and fight him. If Luis Ortiz is to be put out of the sport because he can't be competitive, I'm going to need someone to step up and show the world that he's no longer competitive, he's no longer viable, he's no longer a threat at the heavyweight division. This is D-Lo 404 Boxing. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.